Hello and welcome to MutationPlanet, a free artificial life simulation that demonstrates the principles of evolution in real time. The simulated critters on this planet are very simple. They are 1 to 15 cells long. They have energy, which goes down every turn unless they either photosynthesize or eat a critter which does photosynthesize. If their energy ever goes to zero, they die and become food. If they gain enough energy, they will have an offspring. And the offspring may have an exact copy of their genetic code, or may have a random mutation, so an instruction randomly inserted, modified, or deleted. They have as many cells as they have instructions, so each cell essentially contains an instruction. If we look on the right here, we see a running tally of all the different unique sequences of instructions and the number of critters that share that sequence of instructions. So at the moment, the top critter is a simple photosynthesize instruction. There are about 1,000 of these. So photosynthesizing means you gain energy every turn. The trade-off is this is the only cell type which can be eaten. So the other important instruction is this red M, which stands for move and eat. And if a critter executes that instruction so that it moves on to another critter's photosynthesized cell, it eats that critter. If you click on what is this, you'll see a full list of all the different instruction types which can be inserted, modified, or omitted during a random mutation. And the other tabs will give you an overview of how the simulation operates. There are a number of parameters that you can play with here. There is the speed, so you can speed up the simulation or slow it down. If you zoom in, you get a better idea of what's happening for an individual critter. You can see there's a blue arrow which shows the head segment and the direction that it's pointing. So the direction that it's pointing is going to be the direction that the critter moves and the direction that it will be looking. And you can see the active instruction that's being executed at any given time. Critters will fade out as their energy goes to zero, and they'll get more bright as they eat. You can turn on or off barriers, which may affect the critter evolution. So these are areas that the critters cannot travel over. They all have gaps in them, so there's at least a place for critters to enter and exit. And if you click on Show Advanced Settings, you can also adjust some more advanced parameters. So how much energy is gained by photosynthesizing, how much energy is lost by moving and eating, the energy required to spawn, and the distance that a critter will look ahead. The Allow Self-Overlap setting determines whether or not a critter can coil onto itself. So critters cannot move over other critters unless they're eating them. And if this is checked, the Allow Self-Overlap, then a critter is allowed to move over itself. Otherwise, it is not. There's much more to it, but a lot of the fun here is in just playing around and seeing what happens. I hope you enjoy this. Thank you.